The two races are only heating up, and everyone is involved, from President-elect Joe Biden to first daughter Ivanka Trump. Jeff Hullinger talked with NBC's Chuck Todd to break it all down.
The big names continue to visit Georgia for the U.S. Senate runoff races. Coming up on Monday, both Vice President-elect Kamala Harris and Ivanka Trump will be campaigning for the candidates. Earlier this week, we saw both Vice President Pence and President-elect Biden here. Joining me is Chuck Todd, the moderator, the czar of Meet the Press. Chuck, this is all going to come down to which party turns out the voters the best on January 5th in Georgia. Are you getting any sense about one party doing better on that front than the other?
The sense I'm getting is that both parties are having success. And I think if both parties have success, that's probably a slight advantage to the GOP here. Look, Democrats are counting on a slightly depressed Republican electorate, Trump voters not happy, in order to pull this off. And when you look at the numbers, and look, you know, the Purdue-Ossoff results are basically the model that everybody's looking at here. And all the polling I've seen since all basically looks like that result, right? It's a slight 1 to 1.5 point advantage for the GOP here. I could tell you, I know Republicans I've talked to this week, this is the week I would say they've been breathing a sigh of relief. I think there was fear that once the Electoral College got, certified Biden's victory, and a Mitch McConnell recognized a president-elect Biden, that you would start to see a demoralized potential Trump base in the state. And at least according to survey work that I've heard about on both sides of the aisle, that's not been the case, which overall probably means slight advantage GOP right now.
Well, the fissures in the Georgia Republican Party continue. President Trump all but told Doug Collins to challenge Governor Kemp in the primary. So while the governor says he's ready for anything, I mean, the thought of a Doug Collins, Brian Kemp primary here in Georgia, I mean, that's pretty bad news. Bad stuff for the Republicans.
Jeff, this is going to be a phenomenon I think we're going to see all through 2022. And I'll be curious. And I think here's the thing. I would say this is going to be how we measure Trump's strength at holding on as leader of the party. By 2022, are his supporters still amped up and angry at Republicans who didn't help him? Or is that going to have faded by then, and will there be 7 other outrages that focus? I don't know. I have a little doubt that we're going to be talking about a Brian Kemp primary challenge a year from now.
Yeah.
Again, if we are, Trump's grip on the party is much stronger than I believe it will be a year from now.
Meet the Press Sunday morning at 10 on 11 Alive. Chuck Todd, thanks. Have a great weekend.